big time karate guy, karate black belt, really good grappler. He's got his dad in his corner, Simon Squires, pro fighter in his corner. Jordan is such a good up-and-coming martial artist. Young guy, he's about 19, 20, but competes in karate, gets medals regularly, good jiu-jitsu fighter. He's improved so much for this fight. I've been helping him get ready for this fight, and I've been so impressed by him. He's such a talent.
And Chris, do you think that Jordan Squires competing in karate, having that time on the mat in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is going to really translate to his competition readiness?
He puts it together well. Sometimes you roll with guys that are, blue belts, purple belts, and as soon as you're adding strikes, they look lost. With Jordan, he plays it with strikes really, really well. And he lost a lot of weight to get down to this weight. I think this is more his fighting weight. He's fought before and maybe was just a little bit too heavy. This is going to suit him.
He certainly is looking very, very healthy.
And he's got professional fighter Simon Squires, dad in his corner.
La-da-da-da-da. It's the one and only Tom Brookes.
From Redditch MMA in, where can you guess where he's from?
I'm not sure. Are we talking like Hackney? No, it's got to be Redditch.
We know that Redditch MMA always bring great fighters. It's quite 66 kilos. It's lighter weight this fight. A class, which means they can throw some ground and pound, get the ground and pound going. Which makes it, these guys usually train ground and pound, so they're more comfortable with that. But I'm so excited to see this fight. I want to see if Jordan can translate what he's been doing in the gym. I want to see if Tom can take those skills from Redditch MMA, make it work in this environment under this pressure. And you've been there as well, Steve, when it's the actual cage, with the crowd, with the baying crowd, the lions, the Romans, the pressure's on.
It is, and as we saw, I have to go back to that last fight, because Sean Costello embodied what I think is the mindset that you should have in a fight, just being clear and calm and ready to enjoy the moment, almost like that flow state, being in the moment, a bit of zen, if you will. And I think that is what's going to take somebody to victory here in this cage, in this 66 kilo
Dan is a tall 66 kilo. Look at that. Not many 66 kilo guys got their head as high as the cage.
Tall, ripped, and he's got cauliflower ears.
Weighing 65.4 kilograms. Fights out of CMMA. Jordan Squires.
That's Can-Do Martial Arts under Ben Richardson in Abingdon, Oxfordshire.
And his opponent fighter in the blue corner, weighing 66.5 kilograms. Fights out of Redditch MMA. Tom Brookes.
Tom, experienced fighter. Few fights. Looks very confident.
Well, let's see if Jordan Squires can do it today.
The calm schoolboy, but he turns it on when he has to.
Let's see what Jordan's got.
Jordan's with the left closing the distance straight away.
Big knee there from the Redditch fighter. Nice, he's in on those legs. Let's see if he can take him down. He needs to sweep them out to the side and use his head control. Nice. He's got a bit good drag down. He got the takedown. But Tom Brookes stands right up again, only to be wrestled again to the mat.
By Jordan. I'm a little bit biased here because I am Jordan's grappling coach, jiu-jitsu coach, and I roll with him, and I'm in 100K, and sometimes I struggle with him. He's really been improving.
Good takedowns from your man there, Chris. And this is an A-class fight, so there are headshots on the ground. So let's see if Jordan Squires can put some of those together right now. He's using good head position here, Chris. I really like the way he's using his head there in the guard, just to make Tom Brookes a little bit more uncomfortable.
But we know that Tom is an experienced fighter. He's been here before. He's used to this pressure. What Tom needs to do really is get his head off the cage. This is awkward because it puts his spine at this uncomfortable angle, and it can make it really hard to get any hip movement. Jordan's doing really well, staying on top, keeping that pressure. He's got his dad, Simon Squires, pro MMA fighter, just next to the cage there, giving him some great advice.
Good control here. Good head position. He's loading up.
Jordan's doing a really good job of just staying active enough that the referee's not going to think about standing up. He's just using the head pressure, landing some little shots to the body, to the head, mixing it up. It's impressive pressure.
Good shot to the body there by Jordan Squires. I'm looking for, and like you were saying earlier, Chris, with Tom's head, Tom Brookes' head right in the cage, it's hard for him to get any sort of hip movement to set up any sweeps or submissions.
And this is good patience from Jordan. He's not rushing. Oh, Tom used a nice little butterfly hook to try and get back to his feet, but Jordan is staying on him. He's keeping that single leg. Now he's throwing some strikes. Tom with some big knees. We're not allowed knees to the head in Battle Arena, so he needs to be a little bit careful, especially with Jordan being a bit shorter. The referee should have jumped in there and stopped him because that knee was clearly to the head. This is the problem. The referee gets a slightly odd angle.
It's really hard to see. And now we've got Tom Brookes wailing on young Squires, who seems a bit dazed as he's going to stand up.
The referee needs to be careful. Great Superman. Jordan just slipped under it and got a nice little tie-up. This is smart for Jordan. I think it was a little bit rocked by that possibly illegal knee.
And now he's on the legs again. Let's see him switch off to a single. Can he get his head to the outside and apply some chest pressure? There you go. He's got it up. He's got to get his head to the outside. But good head pressure there by Tom Brookes. But a takedown nonetheless from Jordan Squires.
This is looking a bit striker versus grappler. Tom has looked really good on his feet. Superman, using range, power punches, that questionable knee. But Jordan has been having the better of the grappling exchanges.
Now Jordan's around the back. Can he get a hook in? He needs to apply submission, position before submission, please. But unfortunately, he gets bucked off the fight.
Last 10 seconds of the fight. Jordan just needs to ride it out and then get into round 2. Maybe roll out of this position.
A little bit of Granberry roll.
That's a really close round. Jordan was dominating a lot. And then what people don't realise, at Battle Arena, you're not allowed a knee to the head. And that was a clear knee to the head, an infringement of the Battle Arena rules. Jordan was dazed.
And wow, we're looking at Tom Brookes there hanging on the cage there. Jordan's pace and grappling and really making Tom Brookes carry his weight for the majority of those 3 minutes has been has taken a real toll on the cardiovascular endurance of Tom Brookes. Let's see if Jordan Squires can continue to break the distance, continue to control. It doesn't seem like there's any protest from Can Do MMA about the illegal knee, but maybe they just want us to get on and want to get on with the fight. We're here now, might as well continue.
Jordan has been doing well. I mean, it's better to protest, I think, after the fight. You got the video, you got the evidence. At the moment, you don't want to mess up Jordan's concentration. Leave him to fight. He's been getting the better of the graphic exchanges. If I was in Jordan's corner, I'd be telling him, get that takedown again, set up your takedown with a couple of overhand punches and get in there. And if I was in Tom's corner, I'd say, you're winning the striking exchanges. Stay on your feet, sprawl and brawl, use some angles, don't get caught up.
Definitely, use those angles, stay off the center line.
Jordan again, got the body straight wrap to that underhook. Oh, but Tom's got out of it really well. Jordan's doing such a good job of slipping it, but he's risking big shots every time.
Oh, he's
Tom's got like a bulldog choke.
Deep on the neck, and there's the tap.
Oh,
he just gets wrestled to the ground. Definitely.
Jordan's very unlucky with that illegal knee in the first round. Must have taken a lot out of him, but huge respect to Tom. That was a great transition. Kind of, we call that a bulldog choke. It's like a strong headlock / rear naked choke position. We've had so many exciting fights here at Battle Arena Oxford at the Kassam Stadium.
It's been a heavy pace. Somebody needs to get me a cup of coffee.
We are racing through this fight card. We've got like 20 plus fights, but we're racing through them. We have seen so many finishes tonight. Another quick finish in that fight from Tom with that bulldog choke, that kind of headlock, playground bully choke.
So after 15 seconds of the second round, we have your winner by a rear naked choke from the blue corner, Tom Brookes. And please make some noise for your runner-up, Jordan Squires. Tom, everybody. How you feeling after the win, bud?
Where's all my Redditch doggies? Feel brilliant, mate. First night here. Tough laps, that one before, but what more can you ask for, really?
Well, I know you had a bit of a tough weight cut to make the weight this morning. Did that play into it at the end of the first round?
I was absolutely gassed, never again. I'm never about to do jobs. Burpees. I was 2 kilograms heavier this morning. And somehow I've done it, pulled it off.
Yeah, definitely, mate, yeah. It was tough, but you did make weight. And then you pulled out a great rear naked choke win in the second round.
Brilliant, when's the next one?
Well, congratulations, buddy. I can see you fired up for it. So, congratulations one more time. Let's hear it for your winner, Tom